All right, so right now, let me welcome my guest, Lori Mattson. Lori is the CEO of the Tri-Cities Regional Chamber. And I just told her this the other day, but somebody said, hey, she's doing a great job. And you are. Thanks, Lori.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We've
Yeah.
got a great board and a great staff.
Good. And also we have Jody Henderson with us. She's a participant of this program. She works at Benton PUD, and we'll have a chance to hear all about it from her perspective. Welcome, Jody.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
All right, so Lori, first of all, good health is good business. I mean, that's really catchy. I like it. But what does it mean?
Well, over half of Americans receive their health insurance through their workplace. And we wanted to create a program about 4 years ago where we were engaging our members. We're the fifth largest chamber in the state. We have 1,200 members. And healthcare is a very, very big issue. People's health impacts their productivity, their absenteeism, and their morale, which are all things that employers are concerned about.
All right. So this is a program very specifically for businesses. You're reaching out to businesses and offering this to them.
Yeah, we're reaching out not only to the employers but also to the employees and to individuals. If people are listening today and they're not a member of the chamber or work for a chamber member, they can get on and sign up for it as well. This is something we originally partnered with the Benton Franklin Community Health Alliance, and we still do. They're very much involved in this as a way to sort of bridge the community and the business community.
Okay, well, give me the practical part of it. How does this program work?
Well, it's kind of morphed. Again, this is our fourth year. Earlier this year, we did something completely different. We have an online portal, and it is 100% better than it's been in the past. So essentially, people can go online, sign up. It costs $10 to join this 8-week program, which starts Monday. And it goes for 8 weeks, which ends on Monday, November 23rd, which is the week of Thanksgiving. And so we sort of did that on purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, well, of course. And so, you have 8 weeks until Thanksgiving, till essentially the holiday season starts. But you sign up. You can sign up within your company and have people on a team. Which is great. Actually, the chamber has 2 teams, so we're sort of competing against each other. Or you can sign up as an individual and pay $10, and essentially you get you have access to this portal where you can track your nutrition, your exercise, and just wellness habits.
All right. And is, are there any other opportunities of support that I'm going to get as a person who signs up?
Well, last year we did weekly hikes up Badger Mountain, and we're, so people would meet there, and, so many people just kind of do things, on their own. So we're not doing that this time necessarily, but we're always looking at ways to kind of gather all these participants. They get a weekly wellness wire with emails, and you can look on when you sign up. You can kind of see where your team is in comparison to other teams, and you can see where you are in comparison with your team. So it averages your points. It's really interesting. If you're on a team of 5 and you're in 5th place. Who wants to be last on their team? So you're like, oh, I got to get more points, so I got to get more sleep, or I need to eat better, or do this. The next thing you know, you look at it and you're now in 4th place or 3rd place. So it's very, very competitive.
So it's not just about weight loss.
No.
There are other factors involved.
Yeah, actually, so the first couple years we did it, we partnered with the gym, and they came in and weighed people, and we went through all of that process. We've just really simplified it. So I don't even believe that there's any place on this portal where you actually even need to enter your weight. So it's really just about changing your lifestyle. You get points for having a healthy breakfast, and they kind of give you those parameters. You get points for having a healthy lunch and dinner, for portion control, flossing your teeth, just
Whoa,
all,
okay.
Yeah, so it certainly is more to do. It's really about kind of more of a holistic approach.
That seems like a lot wiser one.
Yeah.
All right, Jody, so you participated as an individual, or tell us what Benton PUD does.
So Benton PUD is actually a member of the Tri-City Regional Chamber, and we're a partner with them in the community. I actually was invited to participate in the Good Health is Good Business Committee, and did that, and took that back to Benton PUD. Benton PUD has about 150 employees. And we have had a wellness program for our employees since about 2008. So this is something I brought back to our employees. It's another opportunity for them to, again, promote healthy activity and healthy lifestyles. And I took advantage of the program, not only being on the committee and doing some of the coordination and organization, I also wanted to participate in it. So I've been a participant the last few years in the program and really enjoyed it.
Have you looked at this year's revised online options?
I
And
haven't-
is it improved? Is
I-
what Lori says true?
I haven't gotten out there and looked at this year's, but I will tell you that there has been a lot of improvement over the time that I've been involved. When we first started, you were tracking on an Excel spreadsheet your
Oh,
points, and
oh,
there
I
was
see.
calculations,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
it got very complicated. Last year, they did start a partnership with Daily Endorphin to provide an online app. So you could go out to your smartphone, you could be pushing buttons while you were doing activities, and it was recording it. It was a lot easier. So I've watched some progression over the last few years.
That's
That would
great.
make it a lot easier, because
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of Excel spreadsheets, and when I'm done, I'm usually over in the corner crying.
I am too, yes.
Yeah, that's
So-
great. But at one time we thought they were awesome, you know that? So how do other employees at your company, for example, at Benton PUD, think? What do they think about this program? What have people said?
I've heard a lot of good things, actually. I know some that have participated when we did the Ultimate Challenge, where you did the weigh-in through the fitness club, and it was, this is a way to have some accountability. This is a way to do some small changes. I can do a change in my measurement of my waist or my arms, or again, track how much weight I've lost in the period of time. So I've heard some people who have really made some lifestyle changes by having this program and being able to track, again, every day what they're doing, and getting to the gym and getting out and working out, and thinking about what they're eating, and thinking about, are they sleeping, do they have that holistic approach to wellness?
We got to take a break here, John, but you know what's interesting, and you bring up the whole sleep thing, because a lot of new research indicates that Americans are just simply not, especially adults, not getting enough rest. Keeping track of it would be pretty interesting. We're back in a moment. Stay with us. Back today, we're talking about health. We're talking about a very specific program that the Tri-Cities Regional Chamber sponsors. They're in the 4th year now, and it is called Good Health is Good Business. My guest, I have 2 guests, Lori Mattson, the CEO of the Chamber, and Jody Henderson. She is a participant in this program, and she works at Benton PUD. So we were talking earlier, and you mentioned it too, Jody, that your company, for example, Benton PUD, has a program that is, encourages wellness of your employees. But what about these smaller companies, Lori? These, they have very few employees, and this seems like a perfect match.
Yeah, there's about 85% of our members employ less than 10 people, and while there are great large employers in the community like Benton PUD, and they have HR directors who can put these programs together for their employees, a lot of companies are smaller, and the CEO is also the HR director. So the chamber, this program is essentially a resource for these businesses, and all they have to do is log on and get their employees engaged in this. We've actually had over 1,000 employees at our member businesses in the last 3 years that have been participating in this program.
Okay, so to join it though, they've got to sign up by Monday. Monday is the start date.
Yes.
So you can't start mid-season. As it
Well,
were.
you can start
You could.
mid-season, but you're there are prizes, and certainly the prize winners are the people who are accumulating points from day one.
Yeah. Well, prizes. Let's talk about prizes.
Yeah, let's talk about
Love-
prizes.
Love prizes. How does that work?
Well, this year we were really excited. We went to Amazon. They're a local employer. They actually employ hundreds of people.
Yes.
And we went to the folks at Amazon who were also looking for a wellness program for their employees. So even for Amazon, our program is a resource for them. So they signed up as our premier sponsor this year, so they are donating the grand prizes. And then we have lots of local businesses that have donated weekly prizes. So we have things like Baja Fresh and the Americans and Qdoba and Dutch Brothers and various small businesses that are donating an entree or a coffee or various smaller prizes. But our grand prizes will be given to the top individual and the top team, and they're being donated by Amazon.
So it's a team event as well as an individual.
Mhm.
Oh, I see how this could be really great. I mean, especially for people who are highly competitive.
Yes.
Are you that, Jody?
I would say I'm highly competitive and results driven, whether it be prizes or losing weight or
Yes.
eating better. Yes. So I think it's definitely a great way. And part of the program, from what I've seen in the past, is it's a great way to build community. And whether that be at your workplace, where you have teams at your workplace, or one workplace against another workplace. So I think it's a great incentive to keep people going.
I can see that people could put together little activities just to do at work. You know, people's brains seem to be a lot more active when they have some active, just some activity at work.
Mhm.
And were you just telling us that you have done a variety of things like walking meetings?
Yes, at the chamber, and also members that have participated. We have a Facebook page, Good Health is Good Business. We ask people to post their photos and things, but they'll be their staff out taking a walk. Our staff, sometimes mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and everybody's just kind of been working for a long time, needs to kind of freshen up and have a little break. It's a great morale booster. I have a young staff, they like doing planks, and so everybody gets in the hall and does a plank, or I've had walking meetings with our staff members as well, and just encouraging our teams to join their points. We have two teams, so we kind of like to we might bring donuts to the other team, and so that they don't get points, or send them emails in the middle of the night so they don't get their 7 hours sleep, all those kinds of competitive things.
Wow, you are competitive, man. So can we talk a little bit about who your sponsors are? Because I always think myself, and maybe it's because I come from this background, but I always look to see what local companies are involved in these kinds of things, that they reach out beyond their own business to make the community a better place. And so sponsors are always important. Who do you got?
Absolutely. Well, again, our premier sponsor is Amazon. We have Cadlick and Lords. As I mentioned, the Tri-Cities Community Health Alliance has been a very, very active partner. Ben Franklin Transit, the Tri-Cities Cancer Center, LifeQuest, Roll Arena, Dutch Brothers, Hopjacks, the Americans. We have a whole list. If anybody wants to look at all of them, they can go to our website at tricityregionalchamber.com and click on programs. Actually, I think on the front page we've got a lot of activity on Good Health is Good Business, but they can click on that and look for a full list of all of our sponsors. And we're still accumulating sponsors as I speak.
Ah, all right. So now, if after today's conversation I am interested, I go to your website. Is that it?
Yep, tricityregionalchamber.com. Find Good Health is Good Business. You can find a whole bunch of information about it. Or they can call the chamber. Our number is 736-0510, and we've got a great staff that'd love to help them out.
And it cost me $10.
$10.
And what do I get for that $10 again?
Well, you get 8 weeks of access to this Daily Endorphin website where you track your nutrition, your exercise, and your wellness activities. And then you just log your points. You go in, you can see, again, if you don't have a team, you can still sign up as an individual, and then the individuals compete against individuals and teams can compete against teams. So, if you're somewhere where you work, or you're a person that is retired or in school and you still want to participate, you can still do that without being in a team.
All right. Anything that you have shared with your folks at your company, Benton PUD, about this year's event? Jody?
We're providing information about it so that employees are aware. Yesterday, I know there were a number of selfies that were taken during the chamber luncheon, and I think those have been circulating. I've seen a number of those on Facebook. So circulating those to our employees are seeing that there's engagement and engaging themselves too.
Okay, so you're a pretty small person already, Jody.
Due to Good Health is Good Business.
Oh, that's
Is
great.
that it? Okay, you're a good poster child for that. So have you won something in the past?
I have not actually.
Oh, you haven't.
So this might be my year.
Okay.
I'm hoping that this is my year. But again, do you do tracking? I know I was in some of I think we did gold and silver and bronze last year. There were a number of weeks where I was gold, so online, as a result of that tracking I did in Delhi Endorphin, I did see some gold medals on my tracking. So,
And I think that, really the great part about doing the program like this versus a full-on out weight loss is, there are a lot of people that are already healthy or, maybe
Mhm.
just don't have the best habits. So, if you don't need to lose weight, you can still, participate in this program. It's, it isn't just a weight loss program.
Yes.
it's a lifestyle
lifestyle.
program,
Mhm.
and
Lifestyle.
and doing these things keeps that front of mind. Just
Mhm.
every day, it's a daily reminder of things you should be working on.
All right, I like that. Good health is good business with the Tri-Cities Regional Chamber. Lori and Jody, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for
Really,
having us.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Really appreciate it. We're back in a moment here on Meet in the Middle.